This video clip shows retrograde giant contractions followed by vomiting. As the dog has eaten rat poison, apomorphine has been administered. After a few minutes, giant contractions are evoked at the proximal jejunum, moving retrograde. The forceful contraction sweeps the intestinal contents completely orally towards the stomach, located at the top. The intestinal contents are propelled into the stomach. The labels indicate the duodenum, the pylorus, the antrum, and the gastric body. The giant contraction spreads across the pylorus into the antrum, forcing the chyme into the gastric body. The retrograde giant contraction can be identified in the motility tracings of the duodenum, at the pyloric sphincter, and at the antrum. Retrograde giant contractions are often the precursor of vomiting. The chyme is forced into the oral part of the gastric body and fundus. Now retching occurs. The gastric contents are forced into the esophagus and return into the stomach. Again, forceful retching. Finally, the chyme is propelled into the mouth by antiperistaltic waves. Residues are swallowed. After the episode of vomiting, a second retrograde giant contraction occurs. This also propels intestinal contents back into the stomach. The blue arrow marks the giant contraction at the duodenum. The pylorus, antrum, and gastric body are also indicated. The giant contraction propagates across the pylorus into the antrum. The intestinal contents accumulate in the gastric body. Respiration is enhanced. Small amounts of the gastric contents enter the esophagus and return by swallowing. About 1 minute later, retching occurs, and finally the gastric content is transferred into the mouth and is vomited. Small amounts of chyme and air are swallowed.